Welcome back to Munroe's Corner. Today we talking about Jada Pinkett. Oh my goodness. So she's coming out with this new book, Worthy. And she say it ain't a tell-all, but she tell it all. Yo, we gonna crank this up. We're gonna crank this thing off first with a few videos. So let's get into it. Sheesh. This is a video right here showing somebody had posted this saying like, boy, she wasn't never really feeling well ever. I'm muting the music, copyright stuff. And some people aren't affectionate people. I will say that. And Will has been unfaithful in his marriage. I'll give her that. All these could have been through those times, but it looked bad. It looked bad. It looked bad. They just repeated. All right, what's this?
Jada Pinkett. Jada's my...
Yeah, so it you know, the chemistry, it looks like Will was always way more in love with Jada than she was with Will. And it just had a horrible disadvantage, you know what I'm saying, when a relationship is like that, man. Let's get into some more.
Heart, you know what I mean? She would be my friend for my whole life.
Well, maybe I'll be down to scoop you up later in life. You ain't all shriveled up.
We'll be all together.
Be like Ozzie Davis and Ruby Dee.
Vic, you know you always got a place in my heart.
She can have my one heart, my liver, my lungs, my kidneys, my blood, marrow, all of it. Jada Pinkett. Jada's my heart.
Yeah, she had Pac gone, didn't she?
Surprised me the most that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
A lot of people might not know, but he proposed to you while he was in jail.
I talk about this in the book when I go to see him.
So everybody been talking about they've been divorced since 2016. It was like, dang, like you slapped up Chris Rock for nothing. But to the world, we still thinking they marriage, and Chris Rock still, I don't condone it, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, we'll talk about it.
In Rikers, when I wrote about that in the book, and when I had to talk about...
He's in jail.
Now,
yes.
Y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
A lot of people might not know, but he proposed to you while he was in jail.
I talk about this in the book when I go to see him in Rikers, when I wrote about that in the book, and when I had to talk about it speak my words for the audible version of the book. That was probably one of the more painful parts, seeing him there, the condition that he was in, and having to leave him there. And he was in bad shape. And so when he asked me to get married, he was at Rikers. And I knew at that time that he needed somebody to do time with him, which I was going to do anyway. You didn't have to marry me to do time. Right? I'm here.
I see why we love you.
And then he needed a rock. He needed, because of our friendship and because of everything we had been through together, he just wanted to feel that solidified foundation. You know, because I promise you, he would have married me and divorced me as soon as his ass left jail. He would have.
Right.
I'd be real with it.
Right. Because so many people in that position don't have support.
Right.
None at all.
None. You know?
And he got the best.
Right. He was just like, look. And I just think it was the mind state that he was in. You know? He wrote me this long letter. And I think even before Pac went to jail, he was starting to shift in a certain manner.
Good or bad?
Good. Really good. And I think that for him, he just felt like, okay, if I can tether myself, it'll keep me on a trajectory.
This was some crazy.
Really important. Right, but the fact that
yo, this picture right here was crazy. Somebody posted it. This picture right here is crazy. But yo, like it's so fucked up. Like Will Smith has publicly said how much he has envied Tupac because of him and Jada's relationship. You know what I'm saying? And like, she's like, it's like, damn, every chance she gets to talk about Pac, she talks about Pac. That had the daughter write a letter to Pac, all kind of stuff. It's like, yo, how do you get, it's already hard enough to, though, it was already hard enough to compete with Pac while he was alive. But he's still competing with a dead man. That's crazy. And this is Pac. A legend. The GOAT. Pac was going to be like our next Malcolm X. You know, I'm like, you know it infuriates him. Every chance you get, you talking about Pac. No respect, yo. You do not respect this man.
Really important, but the fact that there could be, I did that eye roll not so much for me, and I think this is really important, but the fact that there could be a jab at alopecia.
Will then went on a profane tirade warning Chris not to mention his wife's name. Jada couldn't believe what she was hearing.
What is going on? Now, first of all, I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. But I'm like, what is going on right now?
It's crazy that you're shocked about that. And not the slap.
Wife's name.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's the wrong focal point, right?
Out of your mouth, right? And I'm like, but now I'm really worried for Will because I don't know what's going on.
What viewers did not see at the time while Oscar clips were being shown was Chris Rock leaning over the stage to talk to Jada.
And Chris looks to me and he says, Jada, I meant no harm. Now, I'm just out of it because I'm really worried about
And what's Will doing? He's just sitting there?
And Will's still talking. He's like,
Oh.
he's still, because now he's mad because Chris is talking to me. And I go, Chris, this is about some old That's all I could think to say,
Yeah.
right?
You need to be
And I
talking
couldn't
to
really
Chris at this
take
point.
in his apology.
How unusual for Will, a guy who, I mean, on that kind of stage to do something so insane.
Absolutely.
It's totally
It's
out of
not
character.
him whatsoever.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
Jada Pinkett Smith is revealing bombshell details about the state of her marriage to Will Smith. In new interviews, the Girls Trip star says that she has been separated from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air alum for 7 years.
In 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
Right.
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
Well, fans are just learning the news now. Jada confirms to Today that she and Will have been apart since 2016 and explains the reason they kept things quiet.
I guess my question is, I feel like you're a straight talker,
I am.
except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us
Yeah.
how to be in partnership, right?
Just the
And
two of us.
in regards to how do we present that to people, you know? And we hadn't figured that out.
Jada also sheds some light on what led them to part ways.
Why did the relationship fracture?
Oh, why it fractured? That's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
And while Jada admits that she's considered divorced, she
I'm sorry. But by what the other person should be. You mean by the other, you know what I'm saying? The fantasy of him being Pop? You realize he wasn't going to be Pop.
ultimately decided not to file the official legal paperwork.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
After mentioning that the two are working through their issues, Jada indicates that they are still navigating their relationship. The 52-year-old also tells People in a profile published on October 11th, quote, "We're still figuring it out. We've been doing some really heavy-duty work together. We just got deep love for each other, and we are going to figure out what that looks like for us." Jada and Will had already been separated for 6 years the night of the 2022 Oscars, where he won the Best Actor trophy for his lead role in King Richard, and slapped Chris Rock on stage after the
I hate
comedian made a
Jada.
joke about
Still hate
Jada's
Jada.
shaved head. Jada tells People her reaction to the shocking moment, saying, quote, "I thought, this is a skit. I was like, there's no way that Will hit him. It wasn't until Will started to walk back to his chair that I even realized it wasn't a skit."
We all thought it was
Jada
a
and
skit.
Will tied the knot in 1997 following his divorce from Cherie Zampino, with whom he shares 30-year-old son Trey Smith. The couple, who share kids Jaden Smith and Willow Smith, have made headlines as they've gone through ups and downs in their relationship over the years, including what
Alright, that's enough. But yeah. So I understand. I understand they want to, don't want a divorce and want to try everything they can to work their marriage out, but at this point they're living two completely separate lives. since 2016, and you see like you see what it's doing to Will. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? I even heard some dark things about spaces Jada was in. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, y'all are just torturing each other. Y'all at this point, you gotta just free each other, yo. You're not good for each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that Oscar slap should have really been the breaking point. Like, for real. Like, completely out of Fresh Prince's character, yo. Like, that's... Yeah, this ain't good, yo. I hate to promote divorce, but look what it's doing to y'all. And like, I know Will came out with his book. I know, you know what I'm saying, it's out there that Will had his infidelities and everything. I'm not downplaying none of that, you know what I'm saying? But like, this book right now, Jada's book right now, is just bad time. It's real bad timing. Like, we're seeing Will Smith like down spiral bad. You know what I'm saying? Bad. You got him out here looking bad. And like this book, these interviews, it's just like just kicking him while he's down. It's just really kicking him while he's down, yo. Y'all gotta be careful about who y'all pick, yo. Who y'all pick as y'all spouse. Yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Y'all think they just need to free each other? Y'all think they need to work it out? Continue living separate lives? What y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this message from Ryan Davis. I saw it earlier, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave y'all with Ryan. Y'all be safe, man. Love y'all.
Somebody tell Jada Pinkett Smith to leave us alone. Why? Why you keep giving us stuff we don't ask for? She's doing a book tour right now. I guess the book is called How to Publicly Embarrass Your Nigga. And it's probably a great read. It's probably going to be a New York Times bestseller, because if she don't know how to do nothing else, she knows how to publicly embarrass this man. She done told us that her and Will ain't been together since 2016. Why we need to know that? And why do you think that's great news? Do you not forget how you guys lied to our face all the time? Remember when the news came out that you spent the whole month of July with August inside of you, like you got your months mixed up? Remember that? And then you went and drugged this man to the Red Table Talk looking like he was half past death. Looked like he'd been crying. He said he was tired, whatever. The nigga looked awful, all right? And you had that nigga sitting across from you, and you were like, we ride together, we die together, bad marriage for life. You remember whenever you said that when you dealt with August, that y'all were separated at the time? When you use the words at the time, it suggests that y'all were separated but then got back together. Why would you have us believe that maybe y'all had got back together? Why would you say bad marriage for life, but then turn around and tell us that you were shocked when he called you his wife after he slapped Chris Rock? How did you have a conversation where y'all acknowledge y'all were married, even though y'all have been separated since 2016, and then say, oh, it shocked me that he even called me his wife? I hate you. I hate you. I ain't never hated nobody. Why? Then you say Chris Rock tried to holler at you or whatever, you know, and I was like, dang, if a dude tried to holler at my wife knowing that it was my wife over some allegations that we weren't together, you know, or some rumors, I want to slap that nigga too. And then it dawned on me, Chris Rock got divorced in 2016. So if he hit on you after his divorce, nigga, you wasn't even with Will. So why are you telling us that? Why are you hitting us with the, well, he tried to talk to me because he heard that me and Will was, what? Well, y'all wasn't, according to you. Nigga, what? She's just saying stuff. None of this stuff is matching up. Now it's a tell-all book. But you lied to us like 3 months ago. Nigga, like, I don't want to read this shit. Leave us alone. Leave us alone, yo. And it's so crazy that Will went out and slapped this nigga, getting himself banned from the academy for 10 years. Only for that woman to turn around and was like, I wasn't his wife. I mean, we family, but that nigga's like a brother to me. Getting friend zoned by your wife is crazy. Crazy. Jada is like a fuckboy who goes with you to family events, the big events, holds your hand, y'all dress alike, sit together, everything. And when people be like, hey, yo, I saw you with your girl. Oh, nigga, that ain't my girl. We just kicking it. You had a whole red table in a nigga house. Y'all going to events. Y'all going bad marriage for life. And y'all wasn't really together. Y'all was just, it was just a nigga you was kicking it with. Boy, I hate you. I can't stand you, yo. Stop. I'm done. I don't want no more, Jada. I'm done.